Welcome, bienvenidos. This is Roxana from Metamorphosis Rocks, and today we're going to have a little change in events. For Vlogmas Day 7, it is going to be a series, but instead of being a series on this channel, it's going to be a series that is going to spread through all three channels. On this channel, we're going to talk about the celebrity component of the situation. On Rox Reads, we're going to give a little history education. And on the Avid Diva channel, we're going to talk about the impact in business for the behavior of certain people on social media. Now, if you haven't been on social media and you don't have a Twitter account, you might not have seen what happened yesterday. And for that, I am going to leave the link below to the video that I did yesterday on Jackie Aina. The reason why I decided to make this series is because through the comments, not only have I observed a lot of ignorance and just plain miseducation, I have noticed a lot of misplaced emotion here. Now, let's start with something that Sego said on Twitter, and if I have a chance, I will link it so that you can see it. Sego made a comment to the effect of racism is discriminating against somebody for the color of their skin. Prejudice is when you discriminate against somebody for something that's in your head, basically. A perceived situation, not so much as a real situation. Now, mind you, the color of somebody's skin is not good enough reason to discriminate against anybody. But the thought that a college professor actually answered somebody on social media saying, well, I'm a college professor and I can tell you that I've been teaching students for years that racism from black to white doesn't exist. No, what doesn't exist is reverse racism. Racism is racism. And the fact that somebody can come to my page and claim that my history doesn't matter and that my predecessors don't matter and that I pass for white is incredibly ignorant, and probably somebody that took classes with this professor, because the problem with concentrating on one side of the story is that you're denying the rest of it. The same way that people don't want us to diminish Jackie's experience, we have to understand that every Hispanic that lives in this side of the planet, that was born in either the islands of the Caribbean, Central America, or South America, probably has African blood in them. But more important than that, the Native Americans that lived in their different countries, because yes, since it's all America, they're all Native American. Those people, when the Spaniards came and when the Europeans came, those people were all, the ones that were not killed or died from diseases brought by the Europeans, they were slaved, and you will see it on the Rox Reads channel that was not the end of the discrimination against these people, okay? So for you to sit here and think that because I look white, I pass for white and have not had experience, baby, I'm 52 years old. Get a grip. I probably have dealt with more racism in my entire life than you have. And considering that Jackie, I don't think Jackie is a lot older than 30. If she's in her 30s, I don't know, but still, I moved here when I was 21, which means I have at least 31 years of experience with racism, not counting the racism that I encountered from Americans in Puerto Rico. Yeah, you have nothing on me, but that's okay. Because the problem with being so me, and I'm the victim and nobody understands my story is that you're discounting everybody else's story. And I do have a problem with that. Now, in Avid Diva, we're going to talk about the business aspect and how this affects Too Faced, Estee Lauder, etc. and how it affects her brand. Because at the end of the day, when she is still talking about it now and she's claiming that only 12 people are complaining about it, but she's complaining about 12 people, we have to analyze what people say and what it really means and what it could mean for all the brands involved. Thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day.